My name is Emily Clardy, and this is my informative speech. Eating disorders have become a major concern among doctors in the United States. People seem to think that weight is all that matters in today's society. In today's society, it has individuals so self-conscious that if you're not skinny, a size 4, or in an extra small, you might as well consider yourself overweight. Did you know that eating disorders can cause a serious harmful health issues if they're not treated for right away? In the 2011 book called Obesity by Scott Barber, it says that 46% of Americans think obesity or being overweight is the #1 health issue that keeps arising. That puts weight above cancer at 23% and heart issues at 12%. Today I would like to address some of the 3 major eating disorders that people turn to because of obesity and being overweight. Some of the most harmful and outstanding eating disorders that I would never wish on anyone would be bulimia, anorexia, and binge eating. First, let's talk about bulimia. Bulimia is where an individual partakes in extreme measures to keep a thin image. And by that I mean they eat the food and then they throw it back up. They don't care how they have to get it out. They'll take laxatives to empty their system, or some are known to take water pills so they feel like they have a thinner stomach or a flatter stomach. They also have frequent extreme mood swings. And they're also known for buying a huge amount of pile of food and just eating it. And then when you don't see them for a while, they're usually throwing it up. Personally, I've worked with someone who's had an eating disorder, and they just happen to be bulimic. At one of my old jobs, I had a girl who tried to eat, but she couldn't keep up with the calories. It took enough calories to get from the bed to the bathroom in the hospital, and she would burn more than her whole eating. She wasn't allowed to move. She wasn't allowed to get up. She couldn't go play. If it took any energy, she couldn't do it. What kind of life is that? Being stuck in a hospital 24/7, let me tell you, that's not a life. And a child should never, ever have to go through that. Another eating disorder that I'd like to talk about is anorexia. Anorexia is where they make themselves sick. They vomit until what you have eaten has disappeared, or they think it's all gone. Did you know that anorexia has taken over 0.05% of the population, and that's only the cases that's been discovered. That's not the ones that haven't. Anorexia is on the rise. Girls and boys, females and males. Did you know that anorexia is most common in females? Due to today's society, just because of the TV models, because of the media, the movies, they want to be like their favorite model. They want to be skinny. They want to go the extra mile to be skinny. But did you know that some of them models died from anorexia? Also, at the University of Toronto, research has shown that 1 in every 6 males have anorexia, stated by Kaisbai on the page 8. Page 8 also says that people are constantly worried about their image in today's time, and they'll do anything to become thin. Last but not least, I want to talk about the most common eating disorder, and it's binge eating. Binge eating is just like it sounds. You overeat on purpose. And after you're done, you're going to go through the extreme measures to lose the weight. For example, they'll starve themselves after they binge eat. And binge eating just means eating everything at once. You just overeat, and then you exercise. You try to run 4 miles for the 3 chocolate bars you just ate, or the 7 chocolate bars you just ate when you didn't even need 1. They also attempt to vomit, and they vomit and vomit and vomit until there's nothing there but liquid anymore. They push their bodies to the limit, making their bodies extremely exhausted and hard to stand, where it's just not healthy anymore. You know, men have eating disorders just as women. Men get made fun of for being fat, for not having the abs. They want them to be fit. They don't want them to have the beer belly. for the extra fat. Most people only try to lose weight because they are offended about their size because of other people like Barbie and the media and the models. And I just want you to know that you can seek help for this treatment. You can go to the hospital. And if you don't want to go to the hospital, you have a family doctor. The family doctor has plenty of resources. And if you don't want to go to anyone, you can go to the internet where there's full of resources. And that way you never have to see anyone until it's time to go. The 2004 book, Underage and Overweight, states that 15% of children are overweight, ranging from the age of 6 to 19. Do you understand that that is too young for any younger generation to be worried about weight? And right here, I have a chart that talks about binge eating, particularly in kids. Can you imagine, just by looking, 10 or younger binge eat? 16 to 20 have 43% binge eat. And I believe it's 16 to 20 there because you're at college and you're stressed and that's what they do. They've been taught to eat. 11 to 15, 33%. You're going through all the hormones. And 10 or younger is 14%. I believe that that's too young to even be pointing out that they're overeating. They shouldn't have to worry about their weight at such a young age. Bulimia, anorexia, and binge eating are some of the most common eating disorders out of many. As the numbers steadily increased over the last 25 years, people tend to feel the need to become thin and skinny and anything but overweight. Eating disorders have become a major disease, and in the last couple of generations especially. People can be evaluated to see if they have bulimia, anorexia, and binge eating by seeking medical help, like said. All eating disorders can be treated, although they might be quite difficult and it might be lengthy in time, but in the end it'll be worth it. So instead of discouraging someone about their weight or even their appearance, encourage them. Help them go the extra mile to seek a healthy and happy lifestyle.